right, as per promised during the last episode, we're gonna read Xehanort report. That'll be under secret reports.
Yep, right there.
Xehanort's report 5. At present, the lanes and corridors that run between the worlds may only be traversed by us Keyblade wielders and those who have given themselves over to darkness, or people who can use corridors of light, but I guess those are Keyblade wielders, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
As the former, our duty is to cross the chasms between worlds and guard against the latter, whose darkness corrupts and contaminates, so that no world need ever be lost again.
Oh, wow.
Few Keyblade wielders remain now. I have heard of but a handful of others outside my circle. But the world is vast, and more of our kind may be out there. Now, in addition to the realm of light in which we reside...
Few Keyblade wielders remain now. Sorry, that just sunk in because we've met like half the cast, and they're Keyblade wielders.
Now, in addition to the realm of light in which we reside, there is also a realm of darkness, and the realm of and the realm between which connects the two. The realm of darkness is most forbidden. I am told that none who set foot there have ever returned.
Okay.
So a little bit of detail about the makeup of the world, but really nothing we didn't already know, other than the idea that I guess there used to be a lot of Keyblade wielders, and there aren't many anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe. All right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to Neverland.
We're still looking for Vanitas, right?
We're looking for Vanitas/Vanitas. People got very upset at me in my entire Story of Kingdom Hearts video because I call him Vanitas, not Vanitas. People were like, he's clearly never played the games. He just read about it online. It's just I've been pronouncing it that way since this game was out in Japan. So
I don't think it really matters.
oh, look at these pirates! Look at these pirates with their silly pirate voices.
There it is. I was hoping to see that.
What?
The effect. It's still real good.
You know what I was hoping to not see, but hear while we were on this world. You see, I believe I told you about this previously, Joey, but during the streams, I set a stretch goal of a gag that I did. I guess I had an impromptu idea when we got here during the streams and this Birth by Sleep streams, because I've been watching the Achievement Hunters play Sea of Thieves, which is, you know, it's fun to watch people play. And during their playthroughs of Sea of Thieves, they all do pirate voices very dedicatedly throughout their entire time playing the game. And so I thought that perhaps while we were on Neverland, you know, I ought to use me pirate voice.
Oh boy. Well, I'll try to get through this as fast as I can, guys.
I planned only to use this voice during, Ooh, using some kind of fancy move, are ya? I slash right through him. The rose petals and everything flying around. Like a regular Japanese Bushido warrior. I've encountered a few of those in my time sailing the 7 seas.
Did you? What era are you from?
Whatever era I wish to be.
Oh boy.
What era be this world set in? There be Native Americans, pirates, but also a Big Ben clock tower. It'd be very confusing. Many questions are left when you ask yourself, what time period be Neverland set in? Seems you be missing your target, boy. I planned only on doing the voice during the streams.
But
it became very exhausting very quickly, but I was committed to the bit.
Are you still committed to the bit?
Aye, because people gave me money to do it again. I planned on not doing it with you during the proper playthrough because I was afraid that you or Aiden, whoever was present, might kill me. But I have now received fiduciary compensation, so Captain Jacob be here for the duration of our time on Neverland.
Okay, hang on. Captain, I got a question.
Aye, what be your question, matey?
The first time I did the anime move, it did the cutscene, but now it's not doing the cutscene.
Because you be playing Birth by Sleep, Joey.
Alright.
Pachow! Shooting thunder from the tip of your blade, what's shaped like a key?
But can it really be called a blade?
Me pirating days. Things would have gone a lot easier if I'd had myself a key blade, with which to immediately escape from any cell and open any chest.
Oh, yes, Captain, completely. We would have cleaved those fiends to the brisket, we would. Why, I'd have given them a little of this and this.
And don't think your efforts mean you'll get a share of me treasure, understand?
I'm not after your precious box, Captain. I'm looking for a person. A boy wearing a mask. Ring any bells?
No, not a one.
Figures.
It's me, you blithering barnacle. We're off. We shall leave this place before the light draws them back again.
Hey, hold on. What did you just say about the light?
Oh boy.
Ah, yes, it's heartbreaking, really. This chest, you see, contains light gathered from all around. And I've got an acquaintance, a boy, who's sure to try and seize it.
A boy who's after the light. If it's not Vanitas, then who? Hey, why don't I help you keep the light safe? Maybe you could tell me more about this boy who's troubling you. What's his name?
Peter Pan!
Clearly he be in league with the masked boy in the skin-tight bodysuit. Encountered a few of those in my time too. Not encounters I like to remember for the most part.
Oh boy. How long is this world?
The longest! Ha ha ha!
Peter Pan anywhere near it.
Right. I got you covered.
So I toted
Why
around.
he be... His right hand be completely uncovered. His left hand, he be wearing a fingerless glove. Just the one. Why? I don't understand modern fashion.
Where'd the chest go?
There be a chest over there, mate.
There it is, it's the wrong
I found it. There be the chest. Inside be
Hey,
the
is
gold.
Oh, jeez. There's the...
Ya must be getting to Skull Rock, matey.
Oh, and it has the special transition.
Smee be claiming they would cleave those fiends to the brisket.
I don't need that.
But I believe that they be beings of negativity,
I hope it's...
not meat, not flesh and bone like you and I. Be unclear if you could cleave them to anything, since they simply vanish when you hit 'em hard enough with a sword.
Alright, riddle me this, Captain. Left or forward?
You be going left first.
Alright.
That be a lie, this be a dead end, but I want to make this last for as long as possible.
What the heck?
You be in a Native American village. There be no Native Americans in the village. Likely for fear of racism. Aye, it ran rampant in those days at the Walt Disney Company.
I feel like... Oh, well. Okay.
Aye, you got the
There.
cutscene that time.
But it doesn't... There was a chest back there, wasn't there? Or was it decorations? This place is gonna be important. I guess it's just... Is there anything I can do with this right now?
I don't know.
What's the purpose?
I believe there be some manner of puzzle associated with this, but I do not recall.
Let's hope not.
I don't particularly care. You be going left now, matey. The Skull Rock transition and everything. Neverland be an interesting anomaly in the Kingdom Hearts games. In the first game, Neverland simply be Captain Hook's pirate ship, and what grand ship it be. Not as grand as me current ship, but that'd be fine.
What's your current ship's name, Captain?
Me current ship's name be... Secret.
But is it spelled like S-E-A? Secret?
Ah, yes, matey, that'd be correct.
Yeah. Give me the thunder.
But in the first game, you be on Captain Hook's pirate ship, and then you go to Neverland and fly around Big Ben a little bit. In 358 days over 2, boy, that name be a mouthful. You go to Neverland in that game as well, and it be the proper island in that game. However, it not be the full island, it be a series of scattered smaller islands, not like the full representation we see in this game.
I have lost my way. Are you your way?
Don't lose your way, matey.
Listen,
We have to be as a one.
It's
Don't
hard.
be afraid.
It's been too long since I watched. Man, I did go the wrong way.
Aye, you did, matey. If when you walk up to the room loading zone, there'll be
doesn't say
question
question
marks.
marks.
That mean you ain't been there yet. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, man, I had the big urge to watch Gurren Lagann again the other day. I don't know
Did
what
you?
it was.
I still need to finish watching that.
I didn't know you ever started it.
I got through the first several episodes, and I've unfortunately seen clips and
Yeah.
scenes throughout basically its entire run.
Yeah, I know.
The general architecture of its plot has been completely spoiled for me.
Still though, it's worth watching for
Aye.
sure.
I intend to at some point, but it'd be an errand I have yet to attend to. Other matters of more importance are higher on the schedule. Something else that might surprise you coming up here in just a moment, man. After you defeat these monsters, perhaps you'll discover it for yourself. Drop meteors on their heads while they're all standing still.
Plan on it.
Aye.
The full damage.
They'll never escape.
That dude almost survived it.
Jump off the cliff, matey.
Excuse me? I literally. Oh my gosh! I'm looking at the mini map now. Wow.
Go. It's a rather large area for hunting for pirate treasure, indeed. But the main thing I wanted to point out is that once you defeat these ruffians, if you dive down into the water, matey, you'll discover that you can actually swim in this game.
Really?
You'll be not walking around in ankle-deep water as you often did in Kingdom Hearts 2. You have a proper tread-in-water animation as you did in Kingdom Hearts 1 again. No diving, I'm afraid, but Terra will actually properly swim through the drink in this game.
You can't jump out of it either.
You remember what Jacob was saying earlier in these videos, talking about how much he appreciated the design of the Evil Queen's dungeon and the underground platforming areas of Disney Town.
Yeah.
This was another moment that greatly took me by surprise when I first played Birth by Sleep. A large area
Alright.
with water you could fall into. Remember we complained in Kingdom Hearts 1. Darn, there be areas you can fall into. You can't manage your movement as carefully as you might like.
Yeah.
But then in Kingdom Hearts 2, they threw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. It was nice to see them taking a few risks again. Indeed, they have not solved all the problems as you saw by immediately throwing yourself off the cliff and into the water. But at least they're trying again.
Alright.
At the very least, he respawns right next to you immediately,
With full
so you can
health,
get
though.
back into the fight. But it'd be better than the situation in Kingdom Hearts 1.
That's fair. That is very fair. Alright. So, that's...
Did you
that's
go into the
progression.
secret cove already?
No, I didn't.
Down there. You might want to go investigate.
Down here. Oh my
Perhaps there is some...
gosh.
Indeed.
Oh my
A hidden
gosh.
chest! A hidden
Amazing.
chest!
Dark Haze, is that the dash?
You already have that move, matey, remember? It was the forward dash where you cloak
dark.
yourself
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
dark.
that's what I thought, but I
Aye, two of my favorite things as a pirate be hidden chests and darkness.
Darkness. Oh, there's some stuff up there. Is this is
I don't believe you can reach it just yet, matey.
No.
You managed to cheat
Somehow,
your way
dude,
back
I can't
on.
believe it. Is this a path?
Ingenuity, problem solving, and attrition like that are signs of a true pirate indeed, Joey. Perhaps I'll invite you on me crew.
Sick.
I heard you work overtime pretty frequently. I appreciate employees who have passion for the projects that they're working on, willing to put in 100-hour weeks as is necessary on a pirate vessel.
Don't you stop getting overtime after a certain amount of time? Like, or am I wrong?
As a pirate, I be not familiar with labor laws.
Well, you're not a part of the Pirates Union?
I used to be. But, no, not anymore. But it is interesting, isn't it, that pirates have a union and yet game developers still don't.
Still don't. Can't believe
I
it.
may be a pirate, but I have standards.
Is this anything? This is just another way up here.
I believe that'd simply be another way forward. But at the very least, there'd be multiple paths to the same
No,
place, which is more than we usually got out of Kingdom Hearts 2's levels. No cutscene that time, matey.
Nope. I don't know what determines it at all. I have no idea.
Neither do I. Couldn't tell you if me life depended upon it. Crush, kill, destroy. Critical impact.
Alright.
You cut that monkey to bits, Joey.
He had no style, he had no grace.
This Kong, he's got a funny face.
There's a chest behind there.
And there was nothing behind that wall, apparently.
Whoops.
He can handstand when he wants to, and stretch his arms out. I should not be singing that song, we'll get to copyright strike.
Yep.
I told you of the time, I know of them because they also sail the seven seas, the achievement hunters.
Yeah.
They got a copyright strike simply for singing the DK rap.
Yep.
They were playing Mario Kart 8 back when it released, and they sang like a full 2 verses of the DK rap, and they had to take the video down and remove those 40 seconds because Nintendo demonetized the video.
God.
Thank you, Nintendo, keeping the seas safe
Oh man, remember?
from scallywags and pirates,
Is this,
preventing skulduggery.
This is up here, isn't it? This is where
Aye,
it's just,
matey, this be where the chest that you saw earlier was hiding away.
Get out of here, monkey. There we go.
Geo Impact and a mimic. Hopefully that Geo Impact be worth it. Aye, a smart play.
Not doing it. Not playing your game, Mimic.
The blue seas.
Man,
The open sky.
I feel like I've mentioned it every time Dig Hate Rap comes on, but still, the fact that, like, little Joey used to play that and I never knew that it cussed in it. It's a little baby cuss, but it was a big enough cuss that would have gotten some heads turning at my household. So, I'm glad I always skipped past the song when I was little.
It's not a very good song.
No, it's
But of course that'd be the point. I believe it was in the episode of the Game Grumps that guest stars Grant Kirkhope. The first episode they ever did with a guest, when JonTron was still a part of their crew.
when he was still alive. He hasn't put out a
Aye,
video
indeed.
in almost a year now.
But there was a video they did with Grant Kirkhope, composer of such games as Mario and Rabbids Tactical Battle, or whatever the hell it be called. And he did some other games for Rareware back in the day. Don't go through that door yet, matey. That'd be progression. There's much more to see and do here on Skull.
Much more skullduggery to be
But
had.
I believe it was in that video at the Game Grumps where he talked about trying to pitch the DK rap to the rest of the crew, and everyone said, "That sounds incredibly stupid." And his response was, "That's exactly the point." It'd be the mid-90s, much like that film that Jonah Hill just put out. Why not stick a stupid rap in there for the kids? They'll love it, and we can laugh at it. It's a win-win situation, mateys.
Oh no. Oh yes. Is this the other thing that this area
Perhaps. I see multiple doors in this
Oh
room.
my
I see the way you
gosh.
came in, the way forward, and 2 other doors.
Whoa. What on earth is with this? There's the entrance, that's the bad way. Wait a minute.
That's the place with the
That's
2
the
rocks.
way.
That'd be progression, matey. You'd be overlooking something.
I am very oh my gosh. Sorry, I've been conditioned to not.
Indeed. Once again, I speak on the quality of not that the level design in this
Boy,
game is anything.
another mimic.
Not that the level design in this game is anything revolutionary. But it's such a drastic improvement over Kingdom Hearts 2 that I'll take what I can get. It's just too bad that the platforming and movement skill set in this game isn't quite as strong as the one featured in Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's not. I'm not having a hard time getting around with this dash though. It's very generous.
But it doesn't quite feel as good as
No,
some of the
of course
movement
not.
stuff in Kingdom Hearts 2 did. Can you make that jump, matey?
Can I?
With a well-used dash. Can you do it? Can you make it, boyo? Aye.
Was I
you
supposed to?
That was perfectly legal within the
Ars
systems of the
Solum.
game. Ars Solum, yes. That'd be a variation on Ars Arcanum.
Yep.
This time specified to Terra. And you fell off the edge, matey.
Dadgummit.
No,
Alright.
there'd be no way back up there other than the way you went before. That was the correct way to get across, was with the
Oh
dash.
my gosh, this is all ice cream shenanigans.
Indeed, that'd be an ice cream ingredient you're grinding out of that monster.
Yikes.
You can go back up there and get that, get that sticker if you're so inclined.
I plan on it. Alright. Alright, there we go. Two
People
for two.
paid good money for me to show up to film this with you.
I know.
Boyle.
Alright. Are we good now?
Let's look out at the island for a moment. Let's just look and enjoy.
That's not the DK Island.
Nah, it'd be
Where's,
Neverland.
where's K-Rool?
It'd be Neverland. He'd be off to the side in his giant fortress shooting a massive laser through it. Much like Jeff Kaplan from the Overwatch team, he's gonna take you out with a long-range beam.
Wait a minute. I could have just done
Indeed you can, matey. But at the very least, again, we'd be looking at an actual level
I
for
know.
a change of pace.
this. Alright, am I good to go down now?
Aye, you'd be good to go down now. You can progress at your leisure. We'll be moving forward. Pressing on through the video game.
Oh, there's a cutscene.
Aye, there be a cutscene.
Well done.
Two pirates famed for their skulduggery.
Pardon me, Captain, but it's about that shooting
Aye, this be the track that I enjoy so much again.
Mr. Smee, I ordered you to drop that. I'll not have you gushing on about some shooting star.
Yeah, but Captain, most shooting stars twinkle for a bit and then they go out. But this one, it kept on sparkling and shining even after it crashed down. Why, what if it's really a big, enormous, priceless gemstone?
Idiot! Why didn't you tell me?
Just normal shenanigans, but at least it's something.
We've a bit of business to attend to and
I greatly appreciate that. Even when Captain Hook was going through his basic animation cycle without the animated face, they still bothered to animate the hat bobbing up and down off of his head as he was shaking around angrily. It's a little touches like that I appreciate in these games.
Hat jiggle physics.
I like that track a lot. It's classic Shimamura, but it feels somewhat out of place in this game. You know what I mean? The self-seriousness with which Terra carries himself does not really fit in with light-hearted shenanigans. But whatever.
Are you Peter Pan?
That's me.
The light is not yours to take.
Aye, we'd be killing Peter Pan now.
Yep.
The dream of all self-respecting pirates. Hook was a fool to follow that boy to this island. He could have been one of the greats, but instead he decided to spend the rest of his life seeking petty revenge for his hand.
Oh man, he's coming at us with a dagger.
You know how many men on my crew have lost their hands?
How many? How many people do you have on your crew?
At present time, there be 2 people on me crew who are missing at least a hand or a foot. But over the years, through many crews and many ships, I've encountered at least a dozen men
Wow, was that it?
missing important appendages, or sections of appendages. Yes, matey, that'd be the end of the fight. You beat it. That was it. All done.
What did it give me?
It gave you blade charge. That'd be another style command shift, whatever it be called. I can't be bothered to remember.
We got the chest!
No, not yet, you blockheads.
Hey,
Whoa!
It actually included some of the Lost Boys this time. And only these 2 out of the group
But
of,
that's
7 or
still
so.
some.
Exactly. It'd be something.
now what is
Never let me say I'm unfair to these games. I appreciate the little things.
Doubloons, you know, the usual stuff.
Where's the light?
Sounds like you've been great.
This trick is of the darkness.
More pirate skulduggery and deceptions.
Oh, it was all in good fun. Not every day I get to fight such a good swordsman.
I didn't use my sword.
Didn't swing a sword a single time.
Right then, Terra. Which way did Hook go?
They said something about a shooting star.
Shooting star? Tinkerbell must be in danger. Men, guard that treasure with your lives!
Aye, aye, sir!
You going
If I come back and the treasure's missing and you're still alive, you know what's gonna happen. Same thing that happened to the other 5 lost boys who aren't around anymore. You forged a D-Link with Peter
Oh
Pan.
god, we haven't used any D-Links. I keep forgetting.
I'll be honest with you, matey. At this point in the game, their relevance be dwindling.
I figured, but we gotta show it off at least.
Feel free to use Zach's D-Link on the next fight if you're so inclined.
Oh man, they took that treasure and ran.
Ooh, take the treasure and run. That'd be an old pirate ditty.
Is it?
Aye.
Man, I have a really cringy shirt that I got out of a loot box years ago that's in my closet and I've never worn.
Do you,
it's
matey?
just,
Is it as bad as Tim Rogers' Donkey Kong shirt?
It's dude, I would much rather have this one or that one.
It's even worse than the Donkey Kong Country shirt.
Well, it's like I would wear the Donkey Kong one. I don't want to wear this one because it's like a face and it's
Tell
like,
me about
it's
it.
half a
What is it?
ninja and half a pirate, and it's all made out of ninja and pirate text, and it's like the epic fight.
The dichotomy between ninja and pirate. So you were asking me earlier, what era be you from that you're fighting Bushido? You're forgetting the pirate's mortal nemesis, the ninja.
I obtained Arrow, sick. Now I don't have to buy it.
Quite frankly, I personally, Captain Jacob, I've never had anything against ninja. In fact, at times I've had former ninja on me crew. They get along pretty well with
Where-
ninja, all things considered.
Am I going back to the island? I completely ignored.
You'll be going back inside, matey. You'll be going back inside
Wait,
Skull
really?
Rock. Indeed, matey. As per JRPG tradition, you must attempt to leave a room in order to progress plot.
But he left.
Aye, matey. But then the Lost Boys, they was attacked by monsters.
But they weren't in there.
But they were there, matey. You must use your imagination.
That's a lot of them.
There be the chest. The unversed want the gold.
They can have it.
No, we have to stop them, matey. I wonder.
We exist in a.
They accept money on any planet in this universe.
So what's the point of?
Do they
this?
accept gold in any planet? Could we take some gold doubloons and buy commands from the Mughals, or do they only trade in money? It'd be a question for the ages.
All right, and we're gonna just. These are fake numbers. These aren't real numbers.
Aye, big damage, be you be solving the riddle, Joey, and you be missing your targets. Remember, Joey, even in PS2, they had to fake this with JPEGs.
Yeah.
Admittedly, this looks a bit, the fakeness of this looks a bit better, but you'll be on the right track. Very few of these truly be rendered into the space.
Unlocked Dark Star 1. Oh, hey! Hey, Zach.
What can Zack do to aid us in this time of great crisis?
I can do that.
Aye, his current moves be not so great, but you can use Hero's Entrance, perhaps, to land some kind of finishing move. Aye,
That's
that'd
a
be
lot.
pretty powerful.
That's a lot.
Notice that his command gauge is a belt. Just wanted to point that out.
Oh my gosh!
And you
Wow. not gonna lie, I really just stopped. I stopped caring.
Remember that continue starts you from the previous room load,
Well,
whereas
shoot.
retry drops you right back into the fight.
I did not know.
It's fine. It's been a while.
I knew once a few weeks ago.
You've died like 4 times in this game so far. I didn't expect you to remember.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
You tried your best. You tried to be a speedrunner, but the game just
Listen,
speed ran
I'm
you.
I'm just buffering my inputs.
Aye, like a true speedrunner.
What's the Breath of the Wild speedrun at these days? Do they ever break sub 30?
I'd be looking it up right now. I too wish to know what the current speedrun record is for Breath of the Wild. or BOTW.
I did it. Cutscene played. Sick.
Drift! Say goodbye! Stop! Here! Here! Take that!
This is working out better, I think.
I gotta be honest, Joey. I'm not paying much attention to your current exploit.
That's fair.
I'd be looking up time and for speed.
I almost died right there. Again.
Thunder! Drift! Stop! Say goodbye!
Current any percent record be 33 minutes and 59 seconds.
Thunder!
33 minutes, okay. Still not bad at all.
Yet to break sub 30.
Okay. Oh well.
I suspect there'll be a hard limit on that one. There's only so much
For
you can
now.
do to close distance and...
Did the DLC introduce anything, or is that...
The DLC did introduce a number of new items that could have been used for speedrunning, but the unfortunate thing is that getting to them would only be useful in a 100% run.
Okay, God, the
there's-
100% run, it's over a day. Like, I remember number 1 is over a day still.
I imagine that the zero bike would be useful, but by the time that you get the zero bike, all you'd have left to do would be, you know, like the end of the game, so...
Go hide. Fine. All's well.
You see what I mean about this turd taking himself so seriously?
Yeah.
What's that?
His face has such an extreme level of severity at all times. He never cracks a smile, he never laughs at a joke, really.
So long as I have his precious pixie, Pan's demise is all but assured.
Yeah, good job, Terra.
You know, I didn't give it that much
Pause the
thought.
game for just a moment, matey. This be something, not a long point, but I simply want to point it out. You may or may not have noticed, because it hasn't been too rampant, but when he fell over there was more of a cartoony sound effect. Those types of sound effects did not appear too frequently in previous Kingdom Hearts games. We heard them a bit in Timeless River in Kingdom Hearts 2,
Yeah,
which was
but
very...
there's a reason for that.
It's a bit interesting that we can have this music playing, which is used in legitimately dramatic and important scenes with Disney villains, and here it's simply used in a nothing scene that also features comedic sound effects. It's something that's important to note about all of these games after Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1, and a little bit in Kingdom Hearts 2. Sorry, after Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories, a little bit in 2, and very much in this game, and moving forward through the series, is they have a difficult time controlling their tone. We talked about that a lot during Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, but the problems become exacerbated in these games. The music and Terra's expressions and delivery tell me I ought to take this scene seriously, but
yeah.
the comedic delivery of Tinkerbell appearing and kicking him down and the sound effects tell me this is actually a funny scene, so
Who knows?
what is it?
And also, before we start, I just have a question.
Ask it a question.
How come below your monitor there's 2 sticky notes that have Matt Damon written on them multiple times?
Because once when I was recording something, I believe you might have even been in the recording session, for some reason, Joshua was delivering me notes about other things that were going on
Just
in the
doing what
house.
my
and
heart tells me.
they were things about more important things.
Okay.
But then he started bringing in notes that simply had Matt Damon written on them over and over again.
Okay.
Similar to that film Team America World Police, in which Matt Damon appears as a puppet, and his dialogue is always simply Matt Damon, Matt Damon, Matt Damon, Matt Damon,
Okay.
Matt Damon,
I just wanted to ask,
Matt Damon.
because I never took a good look at it. That's been there for a while, though, hasn't it?
I never removed it, because every now and then I look down at it and it gives me a chuckle.
Okay, let's get back to it.
And you'll walk the plank.
Terra said I'm just doing what my heart tells me to do.
That sound.
Hooray! We sure showed hook this time.
Alright. this light. It reminds me of my friends. The light of friendship and love can always conquer the darkness.
You be joking around, Joey. But I'm afraid your assessment is startlingly
Are we
accurate.
actually? Is this gonna be like we're staring at the stars?
We'll be flashing back to the beginning of the game
my God.
to remind us of what good friends we are, because they've only had 3 scenes together as a friend group, and one of them was them arguing. But it'll be the end of the game, so we have to remind the audience how important it is that these 3 are friends.
In other words,
So we
they're
flash
just
back
like
to
you.
the only relevant scene that we can.
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
I want to know now. Shut up, man. I don't even care about this anymore. Do you ever just look up at the stars and think, man, it's just like a bunch of pixie dust?
Should you ever look up at the stars and say, those stars are just like you, Joey? That'd be what Terra said in that scene. Then Ventus said, do you ever wonder where stars come from? And Terra said, those stars are just like you, Ben. And then didn't explain himself at all.
Wait, did they
You guys
literally?
really want the jewels and gold that
Did
badly?
the unverse really just wanted the jewels?
No, we don't care about
I
that stuff.
couldn't tell you, matey.
Those are big noses.
All I can tell you was it wasn't me who
tell you
emptied
what.
that chest this time.
Put the stuff that's really special to you in there. That can be your treasure.
Yeah. Real swell idea. Thanks.
Just stuff one of the kids in there.
Matey.
Literally, like they're children. They would be like, "All right, hop in
Kinda
there.
makes
You're
me
important
wonder.
to me."
What I'd put in there.
Oh my god.
Good, a good jest.
Keyblade that makes up for its reach would
A hearty laugh.
makes it easier to land critical hits and deals higher damage than you.
The, do not progress past the scene for just a moment, matey.
All right.
No, don't worry, I don't want to, this isn't going to be a big thing.
Okay.
Once we progress past the scene, we'll be getting into other stuff, and we might want to go ahead and end an episode here. So I thought we would have a few closing thoughts quickly on Neverland. As we said previously, I appreciate the level design in this game. While not as complex as perhaps I would like it to be, we're not back up quite to Kingdom Hearts 1 levels.
It's a hell of a lot more than 2.
Aye. Kingdom Hearts 1 had problems. There were worlds that were difficult to navigate because of improper camera controls and level layouts that were not quite clear. That game could have done with a map. Kingdom Hearts 1 would have benefited from a map that expanded as you moved through areas. But we're moving back in the right direction with this game, giving us a little something to explore with these worlds, as we saw with Skull Rock there, with the area up above with the chests and the boss fight down below. But that'd be the end of Cap and Jacob until we return to this world as Ventus and Aqua.
Oh god,
and
there's
so
gonna be 3 more sessions of it.
Aye, matey. There are 2 more sessions. 2 more
Two
sessions
more,
of
my
Cap
bad.
and Jacob. Unless things take an unexpectedly long amount of time on one of the other visits.
Oh boy.
Anyway, that'd be the end of Neverland for this time around. We got the Pixie Petal. It's a short keyblade that you'll never equip.
Okay.
We'll be moving on shortly in the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix for the PlayStation 3. See you next time, matey.